Now we are going to see what are the valid variables and what are the invalid variables. Now we know what is a variable. Now these are the valid variables. NAME, the first character is an alphabet, so all are lowercase alphabets, so it is a valid variable name. And second one is number dot one, so alphabet followed by dot and digit, so it is also a valid alphabet. The next one dot number, so in our programming a variable can start with a dot followed by an alphabet, so dot number is also a valid alphabet. And then first underscore number, in our programming underscore and dot are the special characters which are allowed, so it is also allowed. And this is name to, this is case sensitive, the first letter is a uppercase alphabet and the remaining are lowercase and followed by a digit, so it is a valid variable. And what are invalid variables? See, dot one name, our programming does not allow dot first, okay, so it should be it is wrong. And then 4 underscore name, digit also not allowed before the first one. And second space number, our programming will not identify space, so this is invalid variable. Second at the rate of number, second at the rate of number, at the rate is not allowed in the R programming. And then number dollar, so this is this symbol, dollar symbol is not valid in R programming. Next break and next, these two are also invalid variables because break and next are the keywords, so we should not use keywords as variables. So this is these are the reasons these are invalid variables and these are the valid variables. Hi friends, in our introduction to R programming, the topic is variables. So in every programming language we definitely use a variable, right? To store the data, variable is needed as a memory location. So in writing the code or giving the commands, the input and output should be stored somewhere. So to store the input and to store the output we need some memory, okay, so for that memory location we will give or we will assign one variable. Why we are representing this memory or why we are addressing this memory with a variable? If we want to retrieve that input data or that output data easily by the variable name, to retrieve that data we need to give that to that input memory location or to that output memory location some address location. For that address location we are giving one name that is called as a variable. So to store the data, variable in a memory location, memory location is identified by the address which is numerical, so each variable is a numerical number. So to retrieve the data it is difficult from the memory location, so for this we are giving address which are variables. Now there are some rules to be followed while writing these variables. The first rule is it can be alphanumeric. In any programming, in this R programming language we will use the alphabets from A to Z and the numeric characters from 0 to 9. So in a variable we can use alphanumerics and it should not match with the keywords. In our previous video we have discussed about the keywords which we can use in a R programming. So our variable should not be matched with the keywords, specific keywords. And a variable can have a dot and also an underscore. So a variable can have a dot and underscore. Dot and underscore are allowed in R programming. Now no other symbol should be allowed other than these symbols. No other symbol should be allowed in writing a variable. Next, this variable starts with an alphabet. It starts with an alphabet and it should not start with digits. Start with alphabet but not digit. That means it should start with NAME like that. N is an alphabet, but it should not start with one number. One is a numeric digit, so it should not start like that. Now this variable start with dot but not followed by digit. It can start with dot but not followed by number. After the dot we should not get the number. And the final last important thing is the variable is case sensitive. We know the uppercase and lowercase alphabets, so it should be case sensitive. So it should be like this. See here, these are the things, all the lowercase alphabets, all the uppercase alphabets, and the starting letter is uppercase and all the remaining are lower.